Hello, my beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to today's latest news. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Supplemental Security Income Program within the Social Security Administration, which has just recently reached a new milestone. And this is how the Social Security Administration made the announcement this past Tuesday, the 4th of June. This is a program that was first created by President Richard Nixon in 1972. It is a national benefit for persons in the United States who have disabilities and either have no income or a low income. It was a program that made its first payments in 1974. And the Supplemental Security Income, SSI, is a benefit that is provided by the federal government to blind adults and children, as well as to people who merely have some kind of impairment that allows them to receive payments on a monthly basis. It is common for these payments to be made with the intention of enhancing the income of individuals who are receiving payments from disability insurance and old age survivors insurance, which they are unable to meet with their fundamental requirements. This is to inform you, gentlemen, that Social Security has just achieved a new milestone. And not only that, but it has done so in a year in which especially supplemental income security will be experiencing significant changes for the very first time, as well as new improvements in your Social Security payments. The benefits that seniors receive will be increased to an extent that has never been seen before during the month of October. Keep watching until the very end of the movie, because there is information that will be shown to us that is really interesting. According to the Social Security Administration, the program is essentially a lifesaver for the more than 7.5 million individuals who are eligible to receive this benefit. SSI benefits can help pay for basic needs such as rent, food, clothing, or medicine, thereby reducing the number of people who are living in extreme poverty and easing the burden on other family members. Among those who receive monthly SSI payments, 1 million of them are disabled children. These children are living in households with low incomes. We are talking about at least 2% of the population in the United States. Because of the hard effort and dedication of the Social Security Administration's staff and employees, the Supplemental Security Income, SSI program, is successful and has been for the past half-century. An efficient but complicated program, and today, and obviously, the employees within the Social Security Administration work hard to ensure that these payments are accurate and on time, were words from Martin O'Malley, the Commissioner of Social Affairs. Recently, very significant progress has been made more than anything else in strengthening the Social Security Income Program by simplifying the rules and assisting more people in gaining access to these benefits. While we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Social Security Administration, we should continue to seek for ways to strengthen this program and remove obstacles. It is important to keep in mind that the Social Security Administration made an announcement at the beginning of this year that they are going to simplify the process of obtaining SSI payments by removing the amount of money that households spend on food from calculations that determine things like maintenance or support in kind. The government agency had previously stated that this move, which would take effect beginning in September of this year, would result in a reduction in the quantity of information that applicants and recipients are required to give in order to compute benefit amounts. This would result in a reduction in the amount of variation that occurs from month to month in payment amounts as well as payment errors. The definition of a public assistance home is being updated in accordance with the new rules, which is another change that is now taking place in this 50th year of the Social Security Administration. In contrast to what was previously needed, the definition of a public assistance home would no longer be primarily based on the number of members who receive public income maintenance benefits, such as Social Security, temporary help for families in need, or assistance to families with children who are dependent on themselves. Any individual who receives payments from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, is now considered to be a household that receives public assistance. This includes households in which not all members receive some form of government benefit, such as a household in which one member receives Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and another member receives any other type of financial assistance payment from the government. Now, this household will be able to qualify as a public assistance home and will be able to receive higher payments. That's exactly what I meant, gentlemen. Beneficiaries of Social Security must be experiencing a great deal of joy. There was a time when it was necessary to count all of the assistance that was received, but now it will no longer be necessary to report or count these gestures of the children. The Social Security Administration has made the decision to stop considering this assistance to buy food and other types of needs basics that are received from friends or family as part of a benefit calculation. The recipients of supplemental income insurance are the ones who will benefit from this new measure. The adjustments will be implemented in their full beginning in October and September, which are the last months in which beneficiaries are required to disclose the assistance they received from friends or family members in order to fill their pantries. Martin O'Malley, Commissioner of Social Security, provided an explanation. According to the new stance that the administration is going to take, one of the most important aspects of its goal is to assist individuals in gaining access to essential benefits such as SSI. The simplification of policies is a solution that is not only common sense, but also decreases the burden on the general public more than. For the employees of the agency, everything is an issue that contributes to the promotion of equity by removing obstacles to gaining access to payments. The implementation of this provision would unavoidably result in an increase in the amount of benefits received by certain SSI recipients. In point of fact, it might even come in handy for those individuals who were previously unable to fulfill the prerequisites necessary to start obtaining this assistance. A news release issued by the Social Security Administration provided an explanation of this newly implemented policy. Because an application or beneficiary receives informal food assistance from friends, family, or community support networks, the new policy will reduce a key barrier to the readability of the Ssdi. This is because the new policy will erase the barrier. SSI benefits are intended for individuals who are typically classified into two categories: those who are 65 years of age or older but have a low income, or those who are adults of any age as well as children who have some kind of disability or blindness. In order to be eligible for these benefits, applicants must fulfill the requirements that have been established by the Social Security Administration itself. One of these requirements stipulated that the food assistance that applicants and beneficiaries receive would be considered a resource, which would force them to reject aid or receive fewer benefits from the state. This was stated in the press release that was issued at the same time. This new strategy, according to the explanation provided by the Social Security Administration, helps more in a number of significant ways. Applicants and beneficiaries now have less information to submit about food assistance received from family or friends, which will eliminate a major source of burden and reduce month-to-month fluctuation. It is easier to understand and use by a portion of the applicants for the beneficiary program and even by employees of the agency. Monthly in the payment amounts will increase the precision of payments, and the agency will also notice administrative savings as a result of the fact that less time will be committed to administering this meal calculation since the payment amounts will be adjusted monthly. According to the website of the administration, the average SCII payment for a single individual is around $943 per month, while the payment for a pair is approximately $415 per month until the year 2024. People who do not make more than $1,971 per month from their jobs are typically eligible for supplemental income security, and the income limit for couples is increased to accommodate their higher incomes. Moreover, this new policy change can be crucial for many beneficiaries in the service, given that the purpose of these benefits is to prevent people from falling into extreme poverty, to enable them to obtain additional assistance, and even to expand a little bit more about its meager benefits, because this is what helps many people to stay afloat.